Live from the Motor City, welcome to Detroit in an Eastern Conference contest for the Pistons. Well, what better way to spend a Monday night than with the 2K sports team and the NBA? Welcome, everyone. Hello, everyone. With Chris Webber and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. We'll be hearing from our Hall of Famer on the sideline, David Aldridge. You look at Toronto. They're looking to start this road trip off with a win and continue their winning streak.
And I think we'll see them try to come out strong here. They know it's just a short stint on the road, and this is where you want to play smart, efficient basketball in games like these and get back to that home court.
All right, let's set the floor. Courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. So for Toronto right now, Luke Mbamute out there with Kevin Love. And there's Kemba Walker. Then it's Williams. And it's Kuzma in at the 3. Parker with the steal. Jones. And it's slammed in by Jones.
That's just outstanding awareness from Irving right there. Remarkable at finding his guys when they're wide open.
And you look at the Raptors, one of the top teams in the East, Greg, but do they have a chance to go all the way?
I think they're a threat to make the finals. Can they win it all? They may be a piece or two away, but still a young and aggressive core. They continue to try to add pieces, and this is a group that has proven they want to win and win now.
Now here's Irving. They count on his contributions, currently providing 16.5 points a game. And Kemba Walker is going to pick up a foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Here's Irving. Screen by Jones. Irving drives in. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in.
Did you see that? How committed Irving is. Once he's in the paint, he's looking to score.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. That one's not going to go. And it's the Raptors taking it the other way. Walker with it. Guarded now by Irving. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
You know we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
And it's Parker in the corner. Offensive rebound. Irving kicks to Connaughton. No good on the triple. In Toronto, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. The offensive rebound. And it's out of bounds. The Raptors able to retain possession here. And Mbamute dishes to Walker. Back to Mbamute. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. Detroit's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Back to Irving. A 3. That doesn't go in either for Irving. And Kyrie Irving very steady with the ball in his hands. Not a lot of turnovers for a player who handles the ball as much as he does.
Yeah, I mean, he makes great reads. Pick and roll, drives, kicks. He keeps his dribble low, but sometimes he has his dribble high. He's great at the pocket passes, great off pick and rolls, great at screens, and can space the floor.
That one good for 2.
And Walker strikes a nice balance between scoring and finding his teammates. That time for a wide open bucket.
Nailed from three-point land. Barnes has got himself on the board with 3 there.
And guys, this is what you like to see early on, gaining a little confidence from range.
Well, I wouldn't say that's his shot, but it's a shot he can make, and that really opens things up for the offense.
Count that one.
And this is where Love is most effective. Close to the basket, his phenomenal finisher.
And Kemba Walker is going to pick up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. The Raptors making a switch here. Irving attacking. Shoots from 12. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
And this is what you want Irving doing, breaking down the D with his moves and getting the guys involved. I love his unselfishness.
Outside, Walker. And Barnes comes to help. Parker with the steal. And now the fast break. Irving with the ball. Pulls up for three. Another three for Detroit.
Look at that. No hesitation at all from Irving. He's looking to score as soon as he touches the rock.
Nene with it. Jones covering. And Jones sends it back. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Irving. The Raptors making a switch here. Jones is checked in. We've got 1:23 left in the first quarter. And here's the fast break. Here's Connaughton. And he makes the bucket, drew contact, and gets the whistle too.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Kemba Walker's checked in for Toronto. And Chris, growing up a fan of the Pistons, did you have any particular moment that sticks out to you about this franchise?
Oh, so many moments. Isaiah Thomas winning MVP in the All-Star game. So many moments. Joe Dumars playing great defense on Michael Jordan, sweeping the 1989 finals. That was our first time. And in high school, I remember we had these little pocket TVs that one of my friends had. We actually got to watch the game as the Pistons played against Portland. So, of course, I have many memories. You want some more? I keep going on and on and on and on.
So both teams making some changes here. .115 left to play in the first. Pass to LeVert. And again, Toronto no luck. And here are the Pistons now. Stringing it together. They've got an 11-2 run going. Pass to Crabbe. From deep three-point range. Offensive rebound. Off target from the wing.
And low percentage look on that one. Not sure what he was thinking.
Sometimes you get a little outside of yourself. You have to be a little more disciplined.
Toronto shooting their second and third free throws tonight.
You got to love, though, one thing about Love. He does whatever is asked of him. Whether he's the go-to guy on a given night, a supporting piece, he's going to deliver.
Parker with no one around. Offline with his three.
He hasn't been his best this quarter.
Kuzma. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
And the dunk by Parker.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Williams against Irving. Parker, a screen on Williams. Pistons have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line.
And typically a strength of theirs, 79% on the season.
Well, I know his father was a hooper, and I think that's why, we all love the skill set that Irving has. He's just a dynamic scorer. He's an impressive ball handler. And don't forget a clutch performer.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious. What a performance for Kyrie Irving. He has been the story for Detroit. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. We've got more in store for you right after this. Up to this point, a closely contested game as we start the second quarter. And guys, what's your take on the Pistons so far? You look around the NBA and there are some incredible athletes. Chris, in your opinion, which players in the league right now are the most physically imposing when you see them in action?
Three people come to mind. First, DeAndre Jordan, just his size and stature. And then when you see him run like a little fella and jump with the best of them, it is so intimidating seeing him out there on that court. LeBron, I mean, you still might say he has the best basketball body ever, being that 6'7", 6'8" frame, whatever he goes by, with a bunch of muscle behind it, being able to use his quickness and strength to get to the post. You just have to love it. And then Antetokounmpo, one of the most unique players we've seen with his length, his size, Mr. Stretch Armstrong, but he gets it done on both ends of the floor. And I just think his unique body style and skill set makes him fun to watch as well.
So on the floor for Toronto to start this second quarter, we've got Kemba Walker, Kevin Love out there with Luke Mbamute. Then it's Williams. And it's Kuzma in the 3 slot.
Even though that wasn't their best possession, they really played smart basketball there by not turning over the ball that much.
Here's Parker, plenty of space. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. Raptors trailed by 3. And Mbamute can't get it to go.
I like the burst to the bucket right there, but the finish has got to be better.
Parker with another miss.
They haven't been able to count on his scoring tonight, but still, here they are in the lead.
Here is Mbamute. They grabbed their own miss. It's good on the putback.
A flat-out bulldog in the paint. Great job to follow his own shot there and get the basket.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. And Chris, if you're a Pistons fan, you have to be happy with the direction this team is headed. They have a good, youthful core, brand new arena. Things are looking up.
Oh, yeah. 3 championships in the history. 2 of those were back-to-back, and another final. But if you look back at the Pistons' history, just like most organizations, it's full of valleys and peaks. And they just went through a valley for the past 7 years or so. And we'll see how things are lining up for them. It looks promising, but they have to come through and execute.
The offensive rebound. And Love gets it to go. Love's got 8 points.
Love goes hard on the glass, doing whatever he can to come up with second chance opportunities.
Barnes outside. There's Parker with the 3. Detroit, no good that time either. Raptors with the lead. Walker goes in, and the layup's good off the glass. Walker's got his second bucket tonight.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high-percentage looks from inside.
Out of bounds. Detroit takes possession.
Wow. Wasted possession. Thanks to what should have been a simple pass.
And Toronto making a change here. Irving passes to Connaughton. From outside the arc. The kick out to Barnes. To the middle. Here's Parker. Rebounded by Jackson.
A frustrating start to this quarter for them.
Walker with it. He just could not put it together in that loss to Orlando. He dishes it to Mbamute. Just 4 to shoot. Now the pass to Walker. Good D by Irving.
Off target with was what? A pretty good look from mid-range.
Connaughton kicks to Irving. Passes it to Connaughton. To the wing on the left. Outside Irving. They need this one. No good. Now Toronto takes it the other way.
And just think about this. Kyrie Irving in his single season at Duke, he only played 11 games. He was limited to 11 games. Still, he was the #1 overall pick. That's just game. And then he justified it winning Rookie of the Year. Incredible.
So, timeout called here. The first for Toronto. Kyrie Irving with a historically great rookie campaign. But some have said he hasn't improved a whole lot on that big entrance into the NBA.
His defense is still a work in progress, and that's what he has to shore up if he's going to enter the conversation for maybe best point guard in the world. But to me, he's already in that conversation.
And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Got that one up quick. Kuzma's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And he found a perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
Some players forget to box out occasionally. He's a rarity who welcomes the contact and really takes pride in getting great position for every rebound.
And Barnes comes to help. Jones dishes to Love. Here's Kuzma. That's in there. Love with the assist. Kuzma's got 13.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Screened by Parker. Nice ball movement by Detroit. It's deflected. And that's out of bounds. Detroit will retain possession.
So close to getting the steal there, but the deflection equally as effective.
Oh, man, yeah, he read it all the way. He got a jump on it. Very close.
And the Raptors making a change here. Walker's checked in. Parker outside. Good on the three-point shot. Parker's got his third basket of the night.
Total breakdown by the defense. Will somebody let them know he can hit from that distance?
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. The three-pointer is right on target.
That's the second long-range bomb in the quarter after a slow first period. He is on a roll.
They get it back. Pass to Kuzma. Williams for three. And they call over the back here. Too much contact.
Yeah, pretty obvious over the back call there, but being out of position, that was really the only option.
He went for it. I'll give him that. Showing some fight on the boards, even if it's not the smartest play in the world.
Irving passes to Connaughton. Offensive rebound. Takes a three. No good from Irving.
His head doesn't look in the game right now. He can't seem to connect on any shot he takes out there.
So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
And the second free throw, good. Here's Irving. He's got 12. Jones with it. Picked up by Love. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. That ties it up. And that's 13 points for Jabari Parker.
But if you thought the D was going to tighten up on him here in the second quarter, think again.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Now a timeout called by Detroit.
And when you take a look at that shot chart, the amount of misses lately, really unbelievable.
Man, this is a joke. I mean, there have been some glimpses of hope, but they've been few and far between.
There's 10 seconds left to play in the first half. To the right side. Crab from long range. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Irving's got it all tied up now for the Pistons.
Irving gets hot in no time. One of the most decorated scorers in the league. Talk about ugly. I mean, no pressure being put on him, and he sails the pass right out of bounds.
Got it off in time. He got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so it's tied as we... Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the...
nights, never hesitate. Leave a bit real quick, real sick. Raw nights, I perform like Mike.
The Pistons play before the home crowd. And we've got it right here on 2K Sports, live from downtown Detroit. Alongside Greg Anthony and Steve Smith with David Aldridge on the sideline, this is Kevin Harlan. And for the Detroit Pistons, they come into tonight's game after the loss to the Cavs in Cleveland. All right, let's set the floor. Courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. So for Toronto right now, we've got Kemba Walker, Kevin Love out there with Luke and Mbamute. Then it's Williams. And it's Kuzma in the 3 slot. Steve, both these teams so desperate for a win right now.
Yes, and you can see it. It's all over their faces. A lot of tension. But if you can get a win, that helps you. Maybe you can get on the roll. They just want to come out, get a win, get back to the next game.
I mean, it may be ugly, but a win is a win, and they'll take it right now.
They'll take all wins right now. They're desperate.
They get it again. Outside Irving. Off target with his 3. Pistons on defense. Out of bounds. Detroit takes possession. Here's Irving. They count on his contributions, currently providing 16.5 points a game. Out to Parker. Fires for 3. Yes! And it's Irving picking up the assist. 6 points for Jabari Parker.
Nice recognition by Kyrie. Caught the defense napping and found the open teammate.
Another shot. That one's a miss. His 3rd shot of the game. He's made one of them. First quarter, about a minute and a half in. And stolen by Love. Outside, Walker. And Jones sends it back. And they get it back. And Love gets it to go.
Well, that's what you love about Kevin, a star player who also gets those garbage buckets.
Jones with the screen on Walker. Pistons passing it around. Over to the wing. Parker with no one around. And the whistle blows, and it's going to be an over-the-back call here.
Yeah, a little too physical on that play. Tries to climb over the top of him and gets whistled for it.
A real easy call. I know you want to attack the glass, generate second chance opportunities, but you also have to pick your spots.
Now, here is Irving. The pass to Barnes. It's Parker outside. Another miss by Parker. Raptors have gone just 2 of 7 so far. A little bit of a slow start for them. And the Raptors, unique in the NBA, they have a whole nation behind them.
And basketball continues to gain in popularity, especially with the younger generation in Canada. The Raptors are coming to relevance at the perfect time, and the rabid fan base energized by how competitive this group's been the last couple seasons.
Early in this quarter, he's been aggressive and selective with his shots. Tremendous efficiency.
Walker against Irving. Out to Parker. There's the triple. That one doesn't drop. And Toronto will go the other way with it. And they're on the break. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Left side, Love. To the paint. Clock at 6. And Mbamute can't get it to go. Pistons leading by 3. The dish to Irving. Pass to Parker. Here's Connaughton. He's guarded by Williams. Drills the three-pointer.
Such a compact release. That's why Kyrie is so efficient from range.
And Parker with the block. And he gets it back. .146 left in the first quarter. Renee's setting the pick for Walker. Inside. Outside for Miles. Just 5 on the clock. A 3-ball. Offensive rebound. And Love gets it to go. Love's got his third basket of the night.
He's got a great sense of space and where to be. It helps Love rebound and also score around the rim.
Amazing how he gets this one to go. Size doesn't matter.
But it can in the painted area. Regardless, he's crafty enough to get up a good shot.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Parker outside. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. They double him with Irving. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. On the wing, Barnes. Defended by Miles. Parker's shot is off.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Williams kicks to Walker. The kick out to Williams. Nene up top. Pass to Love. Toronto needs to get off his shot. And Jones sends it back. Passes it to Connaughton. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. And so is Detroit, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. From beyond. And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And what stands out to you from the Pistons so far in this one?
Protecting that rim early on. That's been a big factor for them tonight.
Well, you can erase a lot.
And the Pistons decide to take their first timeout right here. And the Bad Boy Pistons, perhaps the greatest group this franchise has put together and also one of the most memorable in the history of the NBA. Smitty, you played against some of those guys. What was that like?
Well, first of all, Kevin, I got a chance to grow up in Detroit, watching these guys, being around them, being able to practice. I mean, they were a total tight group. They had some great characters in Lambeer and Rodman and Sally and Dumars and Isaiah and the microwave. But they played extremely hard. And obviously the style of play was defense, rebound, and put you on your butt.
Pistons leading by 7. They've got Harrison Barnes. Irving is out there with Allen Crabbe. Then there's Parker. They're the group Detroit will start the second with. Sinks the three-pointer.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc. And they are very comfortable running their offense through Walker. And you can see why. Drops a sick dime right there. That pass was right on the money.
Launches a 3. That shot off. And the Pistons now going the other way. They'll be playing host to Chicago for their next game. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home. Screened by Parker. The kick out to Barnes. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Barnes has got his first 3 points of the game.
When Barnes has space to fire from deep, you usually just assume it's going in. Very dangerous from outside.
It's good, and the Piston lead is cut to just 9 on the basket from Kemba Walker. Irving against Walker. Outside Irving. Parker right side. Just 5 to shoot. Stripped away. And it's Walker penetrating. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving. Toronto shooting their first free throws of this one. First one falls for him. Smitty, you were very much the prototypical wing player during your career. When you look around the league, which current player reminds you, say, most of yourself and your style?
You know, I think a guy, he's getting a little bit older, but I think the most, a similar guy for me was Joe Johnson. Some of the guys I love watching right now, it's definitely not that long, and a guy that can create that much space is Giannis because he can handle the basketball. I'm looking forward to watching Ben Simmons. I like the 6'8", 6'9" guys that can handle the basketball, but I would say Joe Johnson, and he's still going.
Jackson, he's checked in for Toronto. Pistons leading by 7. Quarter number 2, we're about 2 minutes in. Back to Irving. 5 to shoot. Detroit needs to get off a shot here. Another miss by Parker.
Look at the big fella working on that possession. He knows how to fend guys off and get those rebounds.
Here's Love from the arc. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Love's got 9.
The ultimate stretch 4. Love with tremendous range.
Parker kicks to Crab. Connects from 3-point range. And the Pistons lead by 7.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
And Baamute can't get it to go.
Can't finish. And defensively, nice job of altering the shot without fouling. That's just great court recognition there. He saw the D pack in the lane on the break, so he calmly rolls up and drained the transition 3.
And the Raptors call time here. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game, and that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Jones checked in for the Pistons. Pat Connaughton comes in for Allen Crabbe. And Toronto will go for a different look here. Irving against Walker. In the corner, Miles with it. And stolen by Barnes. Here's Parker. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got his 8th assist in the game.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Now the Pistons with it. It's been 8 unanswered points for them.
Well, you talk about scores in the NBA, Kyrie Irving is right up there. With his ball handling and shot-making ability, he can dazzle you.
And it's Parker in the corner from outside the arc. And another 3 for Detroit.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
And the Raptors miss again. And Kyrie's creativity, hitting jumpers off the dribble, finishing around the rim. What a great handle. It makes him special to watch.
I totally agree. His dribbling ability and finishing around the rim with either left or right, he is so skilled. He makes highlights every time he touches the ball. I call him the bus driver.
Oh, I like that. The bus driver. I like that, Smitty. Good one.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Parker's shot is off. For Toronto, they come in off the loss to Atlanta. Here's Kuzma. No good off the back of the rim. Here's Connaughton. Knocks down the three ball. Connaughton's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
Here's Barnes. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. And the Pistons lead by 18.
The anticipation of Kyrie steals it away, kicks off the fast break.
Parker outside. A three. And another three for Detroit.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
And Nene with the stuff.
Yeah, I'd say that shot is well within his range.
I would hope so. Outside Irving. On the wing, Barnes. Parker outside. For three. Toronto grabs the miss.
Wow, and this is his range. Maybe he was too wide open. That's what happens when nothing goes your way. You start to lose focus, and it makes matters worse.
Irving against Jones. Back to Irving. Out to Parker. Three-pointer. And the three ball is good. Parker's got 29.
No doubt about it. He's been a monster from deep.
By and large, defenders have done a poor job of running him off his spots. That's why he keeps firing.
The Raptors have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
Yeah, and the versatility of Jackson's game. He's a super confident kid who certainly has the potential to be a star.
And so it's Jabari Parker making things happen for the Detroit Pistons. He's cashed in. And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started. Pistons leading by 20.
And in today's game, we're really so used to thinking of passing as the key to an efficient offense. But this Raptors club, they do it a different way. For them, the screen is the assist, giving their guards space to pull up or attack the rim.
So the Raptors 5 right now. We've got Mbah a Moute, Lou Williams out there with Kemba Walker. Then there's Kevin Love. And it's Kuzma in at the 3, the small forward. Screen by Mbah a Moute. Over Crab. And Mbah a Moute can't get it to go. And the Raptors for the last few seasons, Greg, right at the bottom of the league in assists.
Yeah, but nevertheless, they do make good decisions. They're a low turnover team, and they've been pretty efficient offensively. One area where you can offset that is by their ability to get to the free throw line, because that puts a lot of pressure on your defense with their ability to attack.
A very disappointing start to this half. 3 attempts with nothing to show for it.
Nailed from three-point land. Love's got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for the Raptors. Crab from long range. That falls. Great assist by Darren Collison. And the Pistons lead by 20. And the Raptors call time here. And Mbah a Moute, the former UCLA Bruin, has made a name for himself with his play on the defensive end. He can match up well, Steve, with a number of positions and always does a good job.
He does. Mbah a Moute doesn't get a ton of points, but he's always on the floor for his defense. Will always have a place and a rotation with how he plays deep.
And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. And last season, the final season for the Pistons, Smitty, playing at the Palace of Auburn Hills, as much as you love the new arena, It's always sad to say goodbye to an old friend. What was it like playing at the Palace of Auburn Hills, Steve, when you were in the game?
You know, I loved it because I'm from Detroit, the hometown, and those guys had that place rocking. It was state-of-the-art when they first built it, but if you look right now, is because I'm a Detroit native, they're playing inside of Detroit. The pass is a pass, but it was a great pass.
Marked down low that time, and he got the 3-second call. Raptors trail by 18. Love with the screen on Collison. Walker goes in, and he banks in the layup. Walker's got 6.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Now the feed to Crab. Inside. The kick out to Collison. From deep. And so the ball out of bounds. Collison touched it last. And Toronto making a change here. Miles is checked in.
C.J. Miles.
The Raptors have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Williams in the post. He's guarded by Cram. Love, no good. Detroit leading by 16. From the arc. That doesn't go either for Collison. Toronto's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. There's the triple. And Kevin Love, the bucket with the assist from Miles. Love's got 8 here in the quarter.
Wow, something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to flow.
Collison against Walker. Collison kicks to Bullock. And out of bounds as Toronto gains possession.
An unforced error. I'm not sure what was he thinking.
Some changes for Toronto. Nene comes in for Mbamute. And Tyus Jones subbed in for Kemba Walker. Raptors trail by 13. And Steve, it seems like the league is going more up-tempo, more offense, better flow. What makes the biggest difference to a team, in your opinion, as far as unlocking a great scoring potential?
I think when you have guys that can go up and down and you have 5 guys that understands the game, high basketball IQ, versatility. Let's take the Golden State Warriors. Let's take the Cleveland Cavaliers. They have 4 or 5 different guys that can lead them in scoring, lead them in assists, and lead them in rebounding. That makes the game fun to watch.
Best teams are always like that, though, aren't they? Got a lot of different ways to hit you.
Yes, and versatility. They can play small, they can play big, they can slow down, they can win on the defensive end, or they can win on the offensive end.
And really, the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Back to Crab. Out to the right wing. Shot clock at 6. Collison the pass to Lure. He dishes it to Crab. And again, it's the Pistons missing.
And doesn't he just have a nose, a knack for the basketball? He is by far their best rebounder.
Oh, no question. He just punishes the opposition in that category, and there's no end in sight.
Collison kicks to Crab. Love against Gortat. Outside Collison. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Gortat with the steal. The kick out to Collison. There's the screen. Lure the screen. Crab from long range. He's off on that one. Now Toronto takes it the other way. Following this one, they get to host the Rockets. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. And here's Collison. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Dishes it to Crab. Good, and the assist goes to Collison. And the Pistons lead by 12.
Not only is he a deadly shooter from out there, but he is towering over his defender.
There's 25 seconds left in the third quarter. Crab, good.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Raptors trailed by 14. Jones against Collison. Jones dishes to Nene. Here's Love. Rebound by the Pistons.
The open mid-range jump shot. He knows he has to hit that one.
He got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so it's the Detroit Pistons sitting with a comfortable lead, up by 14. They've got a... And we welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. Raptors trail by 14. Harrison Barnes is out there with Parker. Then it's Jones. Then there's Irving. And it's Connaughton in at the shooting guard position. That's the group for Detroit right now.
And when you look at what the Pistons have done, pretty clear this is a team that has a vision of who they want to be. Strong defensively, really good at rebounding the basketball, and I think deliberate and patient on the offensive side of the floor.
Here's Jones. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist.
It's fine to extend your defense to try and create turnovers, but guys have to help each other.
That's been a problem for them all game. Teamwork is something you just can't turn on and off.
Yep, it goes, and the Piston lead is cut down to just 10 points with the bucket from Walker. And with the Pistons, this has been the identity the team has been aiming for under Stan Van Gundy. It's taken shape, but has yet, Greg, to produce big results.
I think it's because they've just always been one or two pieces short of making that next jump. I think the conference has gotten stronger, and while their best players are really good, I don't think they're quite at that elite level yet to allow this group to take that next step.
The pass to Connaughton. Feeds to Irving. Just 5 on the clock. He kicks it to Barnes. But they get it back. Back to Irving. From deep.
And not having nearly the success from the field as they did in that first half.
There's Walker with the 3. Rebound by the Pistons. Jones has got his 7th rebound here tonight.
His lack of consistency with his shot tonight, it's held them back.
Raptors trailed by 10. Stolen. And now Irving pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Oh, the lob to Parker. No good on the shot.
And the play looked good there for a second. Just couldn't finish.
Well, the pass has to be on point. Then the catch and flush just doesn't work out here.
And the Raptors call time here. And Greg, when Jabari Parker is healthy, he has shown that he can be a go-to scorer in this league.
Parker reminds me a bit of how Carmelo Anthony looked at the same age. His ability to just blow by defenders is going to always be something he can lean on. Just fantastic with how efficient he is at this age.
Steve, we're hearing more and more about video game competitions, the rise of esports. It's big business. Have you been following any of that?
Yes, I have. Rick, Fox, Shaq, those guys with E-League here at Turner Sports. I get a chance to watch it, bring my kids here, and watch of it. I'm amazed. It's growing and growing and growing, and I love the competition of Rick Fox, Echo Fox versus Shaq's team.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear Dwayne Casey talk to his team. He is not pleased, and he told them they have to make a push right now. He said, look, we got to make a move, or I've got to pull the plug. Pretty blunt stuff, Kevin. Back to you.
Kuzma can't get it to go. Detroit leading by 13. Another miss by Irving.
And I'll tell you, the sooner this quarter can end, the happier he'll be. It's been tough making shots.
And a wide open look for Walker. Sinks the three-pointer. Walker's got a couple of three-pointers now in the fourth for the Raptors. Irving kicks to Connaughton. They get the rebound. It's good on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Yep, it goes, and the Piston lead is cut down to just 10 points on the bucket from Kuzma.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist. And Irving really showing great strides in improving his passing, wanting to be a more effective floor general. And they found the touch from the field here in the second half. It was a struggle in that first.
Jones with the screen on Walker. On its way from Irving for two. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. To the paint. Toronto working the ball around now. Here's Kuzma. No good on the three.
Low percentage shot from long range. Terrible decision, especially when you still have a chance to win this.
Irving for three. And out of bounds as Toronto gains possession. Williams, he's checked in for LeVert.
And at the lineup for the Raptors, Lou Williams.
Raptors trail by 10. Here's Kuzma. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. It's on Jabari Parker.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. Moving again, it's Walker. Parker outside. A minute 42 left in the fourth quarter. 6 to shoot. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. And the Pistons lead by 9.
He smiles on these catch-and-shoot opportunities. Barnes very comfortable as a secondary scorer.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
That's his first personal foul.
Outside Irving. A minute 20 left to play in the final quarter. To the right side. Just 5 on the clock. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Irving's got 6 here in this quarter.
Oh, he is saying, come out and find me. Kyrie from well beyond the arc.
Toronto calls timeout. They're trailing by 10. 1:12 left to play here in the fourth. .112 left here in the fourth quarter. Here's Kuzma. Bank shot, no good.
And this is one of those times where the coach has got to preach, be unselfish.
And we don't know that he hasn't. Maybe it's been falling on deaf ears. Guys taking ill-advised jump shots.
Kicks it to Parker. 6 on the shot clock. There's a good screen. Outside Irving. To the left wing. Connaughton kicks to Irving. Out to the right wing. From deep. Kept alive. Jones kicks to Irving. And so it's the Pistons taking care of business here. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just
Voila. Voila. Yeah.
This is 2K Sports, broadcasting from the Motor City as the Pistons take it to the hardwood at Little Caesars Arena. Kevin Harlan here along with analysts Greg Anthony and Steve Smith, and we'll be hearing from DA along the sideline all game long. Hornets coming to town hoping to notch one here in this one-game road trip. And a look at the starters for the Hornets. Portis is out there with Bismack Biyombo. Then there's Gallinari. Then it's Chris Middleton. And it's Wall in the point guard position. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Fast break now for Charlotte. Middleton can't get it to go. And so it's Detroit with the ball.
And one of the things I love about Chris Middleton is his decision-making. You know, he doesn't force shots or passes when he has the ball and just lets the play develop. And that's why coaches trust him so much.
On defense, the Hornets. Irving against Wall. Parker, a screen on Wall. Irving kicks to Jones. Fresh 24 for the Pistons. And it's Parker in the corner. Outside Irving. Out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession.
And right there, a little miscommunication on that pass.
Here's Wall. With an average of around 19.5 points a game, his scoring has been a constant for them. Good work there as it goes. Biyombo's got the first points of the night for Charlotte. And with Middleton in his decision-making, it's true for both his scoring and his passing.
For the amount he facilitates, he has great efficiency. Low turnovers, solid field goal percentage, and his passing gets better every year. And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
Out to Parker. A 3. Kept alive. Barnes outside. To the wing on the left. A 3 ball. Cans it from downtown. Connaughton's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Pass to Portis. Left side, Wall. 4 on the shot clock. And Jones sends it back. They retain possession. The Pistons have gotten only 1 of 6 shots to drop for them to start this game. Barnes. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Barnes has got his first 2 points of the night.
He smiles on these catch-and-shoot opportunities. Barnes very comfortable as a secondary scorer. He always has the green light to take those kinds of shots because he is absolutely lethal from there.
And last season, Greg, one big issue for the Hornets was their bench.
And Charlotte tried their best to address that issue this past offseason. It just goes to show that you need to have a complete roster to compete. A lot of games were given away by the Hornets last year by losing ground when the starters left the court.
And it's good, 2 points.
And credit Kyrie, tremendous vision. Finds the open man.
Count it, good. Wall's got his first basket.
Amazing how he gets this one to go. Size doesn't matter.
But it can in the painted area. Regardless, he's crafty enough to get up a good shot.
The Pistons shooting their first free throws of the night right here.
And typically a strength of theirs, 79% on the season.
You know, Steve, it seems like players are getting more leeway to shoot, but the one thing coaches cannot stand are turnovers. It's been universal, and for the beginning of the game, talk about how you can cut those turnovers down.
I think for a lot of players, they have to come in and really start to go back to study film. That could definitely cut down turnovers. Next, I think it has to be something that really, it hurts you. I think a lot of guys turn it over and they're like, well, we get into the next play. You got to turn the basketball over, and that has to hurt you. And then I think also a lot of guys make the simple play. Don't go for the fences. Go for the bunts, the singles, and if a guy is open, just give it to him in stride versus trying to create a play. A lot of guys sometimes over-dribble and overthink, just make the right basketball play.
And keeping your focus, I would think, too, just like in anything in regular life, keeping your focus on something has got to be just imperative.
Hey, communication, you said it right. Focus, communication, that will cut down turnovers.
Irving can't hit.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Stolen by Middleton. Left side, Wall. And he misses the go-ahead basket. Detroit's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first.
Not sure who designed that play, but he makes it count.
Here's Biyombo. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Wow, that is a strong move there to go in for the dunk.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as he'd like.
Now, here is Irving. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Six to shoot. Gallinari with the steal. Oh, and here comes Wall all alone. That puts them in the lead. Wall's got 6.
Gallinari, very unselfish, draws a lot of defensive attention, which often leads to open teammates.
Connaughton kicks to Barnes. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Charlotte's gone 0 of 4 from three-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside. They get it back. Rambo dishes the Wall. And Gallinari kicks to Wall. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Hornets lead by 2. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second. And so far, it's been a closely contested game as we get the second quarter up and going. The Pistons trailing. In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the floor for Charlotte, we've got Bismack Biyombo. Chris Middleton is out there with Wall. Then there's Gallinari. And it's Labissiere in at the 4.
And this is one of those times where the coach has got to preach, be unselfish.
And we don't know that he hasn't. Maybe it's been falling on deaf ears. Guys taking ill-advised jump shots.
Barnes kicks to Irving. And the layup's good off the glass.
You know when you see a Stan Van Gundy team, you know that defense will be a key for them. He has handpicked his players here in Detroit. It's one of Van Gundy's trademarks, as well as what the Pistons franchise has been known for.
And the shot is good.
And after that ragged first quarter, they're getting some momentum, some confidence. Nice flow.
Now the feed to Crabbe. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And Smitty, you actually played under Stan Van Gundy when you were with the Heat. What was it like playing for him as a coach?
Well, he demands a lot from you, but he's fair. He's a great X and O coach. But the one thing about Stan you have to get used to is all the screaming.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Hornets leading by 4. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Guys, with the Hornets' length and mobility at the 2 through 4 positions, the team switches a lot defensively. Coach Steve Clifford said, you have to deal with mismatches at times, but it makes defense simpler. With those guys, they're all big enough, strong enough, and competitive enough that they're going to battle. Kevin?
And having that kind of versatility on defense is huge. D.A., thank you so much.
The defense, fortunate there. He's a guy you hate to leave wide open.
And, folks, he does more than just put 2 points onto their lead. He does it with a little bit of flair.
He sure does. You're right. It's a dazzling move to the bucket for him.
The fans really get their money's worth when they get to see him make plays like that.
And stolen by Biyombo. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Now Parker comes with the help. Dishes to Biyombo. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. Middleton's got his 4th assist in this one.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Walligan, Irving. Rocket 6. The Pistons need to get off a shot here. But they get it back. It's stolen by Wall. To the middle. Snatched away. Now the pass to Barnes. Crabbe